This is WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
2 weeks ago, Kentucky beat Missouri by 49 at Rupp Arena. Tonight, the two teams met again, but this time in Columbia. So how would that affect the outcome? Let's find out. Number 1 Kentucky in Columbia facing the Missouri Tigers. Dominique Hawkins getting the start tonight and making an early impact. He's going to drain the three from the right wing, putting the Cats up by 3. How about this effort on the play? Missouri gets the defensive rebound, but Andrew Harrison comes up with the steal, gets the bucket and the foul. Kentucky now up 6. Calipari said he wanted more from his big men. Dakari Johnson responding, the dunk down low. And then Marcus Lee also showing he heard the coach's message with another slam. Kentucky stays perfect on the season, 69-53, the final tonight at Missouri. Matthew Mitchell and the 10th ranked UK women hosting number 6 Tennessee tonight in Lexington. Kentucky hitting from outside early. First, it's that Epps girl, Michaela Epps, from deep for 3. Then the lefty Lene Harper from the opposite wing. Kentucky with a 1-point lead. Tennessee rallies to go up by 5, but then Kentucky goes on a run. Jalea Sidney, the and 1 bucket down low. On the break, Epps ahead to Jennifer O'Neal. 3-ball splashes home for the Wildcats. Ensuing possession for the Lady Vols. Epps comes up with the steal. Sidney converts it into points, part of a 16-5 run for Kentucky, but the Wildcats fall 73-72, the final score. The Kentucky Pro Football Hall of Fame will induct 5 new members later this summer, including one former Kentucky Wildcat. Former UK tight end and current Denver Bronco Jacob Tamme will be one of the newer members of the Hall of Fame when he is inducted this summer. Tamme says his home state and football are 2 of the more important things in his life, and he considers this a great honor.
If I had to list 5 or 6 things that are really important to me, a couple of those things would be the state of Kentucky and the sport of football. So it's a pretty awesome honor to be inducted into this Hall of Fame that has a real great list of people that have been inducted before me, and then this class as well. So I feel really honored.
The 4th of 10 Kentucky Sportsman of the Year award finalists released today. Madison Southern running back Damian Harris. During his senior season with the Eagles, Harris rushed for nearly 1,500 yards and 23 touchdowns. He was ranked as the nation's top running back by Rivals.com and played in the Under Armour All-American game. The winner of the 2014 Kentucky Sportsman of the Year award will be announced next Wednesday in Lexington. 2 coverage area boys teams playing in the evening session of the boys All-A-State tournament in Frankfort, including the undefeated Williamsburg Yellow Jackets. The Williamsburg cheerleaders pumped for tonight's game. The Yellow Jackets taking on the Danville Admirals. First quarter, Andrew Griffith starts the game with back-to-back and 1 buckets. Corey Shelton gets it to him down low for the first one. And then later, Shelton back to Griffith. He drives, this time on the other side. Williamsburg, though, down by 2. Later, Admirals rocking it from downtown. Jalen Hendren, dreadlocks and all, buries the tray. Jackets coming right back with a dose of Griffith. This time a turnaround bank shot. We're tied. Griffith led Williamsburg with 10 points in the first half. Right now in the 4th quarter, this one late in the 4th, we're tied 61-61. Head coach Jim Hicks ready to go. Shelby Valley, the Wildcats versus the Campbellsville Eagles. Game 1 of the evening session. First quarter, Valley running its offensive sets quite nicely. Dalton Richardson lets it fly, hits, Wildcats up by 5. The lead only increases from there. Hunter Swindle had a half of Valley's first half points, knocks down the 3. Eagles need a timeout. Second quarter we go. Swindle again. This time drives, gets the tough off-balance layup to go. Valley up 1 at the break. U-Pike top play contender. Second half, same thing. Swindle was feeling it. All kinds of contact with the jumper goes. That puts the Cats up 3. Valley would end the game on a 12-0 run as it advances to the quarterfinals 58-46 over Campbellsville.
I cut my teeth under. I feel like the best in the game. That's Billy Hicks, and that's one thing that he instilled in me a long time ago going to state tournaments. He told me, he said there's 16 teams that come to state tournaments, and only about 3 or 4 of them think they can win it, and everybody else is down there just to run around and have a good time. And, and we feel like that we have a chance to win, and we're going to do everything in our power to do that. And 4 games in a row, legs are important, so we don't want kids running around. We get them back in their rooms, get them showered, get them off their feet, and we start making preparations for tomorrow.
Closer to home, Wolfe County Wolves and Breathitt County getting together for a 55th district showdown in Jackson. Pick it up late third. Bobcats up 3. How about we make it 6? James Fletcher Collins, 3-ball in the corner, his only points on the game. Wolfe County hanging around though. Corey Rice goes baseline for the layup for 2 of his 6 points. Wolves down 5. This district game has a notorious history of getting physical. No shortage of that tonight. 3 technicals called in the game, but they would play through it. Breathitt County gets the big district win at home, 72-45, the final over Wolfe County. Jackson City Lady Tigers travel up Highway 15 to take on district opponent Wolfe County in Campton. City gets on the board first with this jumper by Haley Turner. Lady Tigers by a deuce. 2 quick buckets by the Lady Tigers. Kendra Willoughby gets the Lady Wolves on the board with that layup. UPike top play contender. Check out Heather Thompson. The crossover on the defender finishes with a pull-up jumper. Jackson City up double digits at 11. Chelsea Triplett turning defense into offense. Knocks the ball loose. Goes back and forth with Desiree Rose for the easy 2. But it's Jackson City that gets the 55th district win, 45-38 over Wolfe County.